Hi everyone, welcome back to Mission Economics. Hope you all are doing good. I am Rupanshi Pruthi. I have worked in industry for 4 years. After that, I have served as an assistant professor at Chandigarh University and now I am pursuing my doctoral program in economics. So today in this video, we are going to discuss various career opportunities that lie ahead for economic graduates. When we complete our graduation or post graduation in economics, we don't know what kind of jobs exist in the market and what kind of skills we need to acquire. So today in this video, I will be telling you that what kind of jobs you can do, what kind of jobs are available in the market, so that you can prepare yourself accordingly. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. I have a request with you. Please don't skip the content. You can, increase the speed of the video in case you don't have the time, but don't skip the content because each and everything which I am going to tell you is very, very important. होता क्या है when we complete our graduation and post graduation, especially in economics or psychology or arts or these kind of social sciences subjects, we don't know that actually these subjects have some value in the industry also. And I have seen that various people who are pursuing especially masters, they are not aware of the various career opportunities that are available in the market. So when they are not aware, they are not able to get the job properly. To discuss all the career options in economics field, I have categorized all the opportunities into three fields. First one is a research and teaching, which I think we all of the people know about it and only about it. The second option is the corporate jobs and the third one is the government jobs. So I would be explaining you one by one all these options, all these kind of jobs which exist in the market, which are prevalent in the market, and you should know it so that कि आप जब भी अपनी इकोनॉमिक्स में मास्टर्स कंप्लीट करें या ग्रेजुएशन कंप्लीट करें तो आप अपनी इन जॉब्स की तरफ टारगेट कर सकें. दूसरी बात ये कि जब भी आप अपनी ग्रेजुएशन या अपनी मास्टर्स कर रहे हैं, आपको अपनी मास्टर्स या ग्रेजुएशन करते दौरान ही अपना एक करियर मैप बनाना है कि व्हाट यू वांट टू डू फर्दर. Okay, so I guess after watching this video, various career opportunities are very much clear to you and you would be able to know that in which direction we want to proceed. Okay, so let's get started. First category here is research and teaching. I guess we all know that what kind of a research and teaching opportunities are lying ahead after doing masters. जब भी आप अपनी MA इकोनॉमिक्स कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं तो आपके पास ऑप्शन होता है इधर UGC नेट क्वालिफाई करने का और GRF क्वालिफाई करने का, और we have an option of GATE in economics which government has recently started. अगर आपको IITs या फिर Institute of Eminence में admissions लेना है for further studies, तो there is a GATE examination, and let me tell you that if you score a good rank in GATEs, then it will also be helping you in getting a job in the corporate sector or in the research sector. So for PhD we have various videos in our channel, but I would like to make a complete video on whether you should pursue PhD or not, and if you want to pursue PhD then how you have to proceed further. Apart from PhD, there is another option which you can do is after doing masters, if you have completed your masters, then you can do the B.Ed also. Now in B.Ed you have the opportunity to teach in schools, and in qualifying NET or JRF you have the opportunity to teach in universities. This is the only difference. But what happens is that I have seen various people who have done B.Ed but they are not aware of many opportunities which are prevalent in the market. See, whenever after doing masters you clear your B.Ed course, then what happens is after completing your B.Ed you have exams like CTET, STET, KVS, Navodaya, DSSB, राइट. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज दैट जब आपने अपनी B.Ed कंप्लीट कर ली तो आप काफ़ी सारे बच्चे जो होते हैं वो आप अप्लाई कर सकते हैं CTET के एग्जाम्स के लिए, STET के एग्जाम्स के लिए. ये एग्जाम्स होते हैं सेंट्रल लेवल पर एंड स्टेट लेवल पर गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स में टीचिंग के लिए, and it's a very very good opportunity if you are able to crack this. See, अगर आप मास्टर्स इन इकोनॉमिक्स कर रहे हैं तो एक कैलिबर इतना मेंटेन हो जाता है कि आप ये CTET और STET का एग्जाम क्लियर कर पाएँ. और CTET और STET का एग्जाम जो होता है वो नेट के एग्जाम से काफ़ी हल्का होता है. मीन्स अगर आप नेट या JRF के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं तो आप इन एग्जाम्स के लिए भी ज़रूर प्रिपेयर करें अगर आपने B.Ed करी है तो. Now, apart from CTET and STET, there are others exams also like KVS, केंद्रीय विद्यालय, DSSB, आर्मी स्कूल्स का रिक्रूटमेंट होता है, नवोदय स्कूल्स का रिक्रूटमेंट होता है, एंड ऑल दीज रिक्रूटमेंट इज थ्रू ओनली व्हेन यू हैव डन द B.Ed. ओके, फाइल हो जाता है, एंड इन केस यू वोंट गेट एन अपॉर्चुनिटी इन द गवर्नमेंट, sector, then there are opportunities in the private sector. You might have heard about the schools who are having ICSE curriculums, or it's like DPS, Delhi Public School, and other schools are there which are taking into account your CTET score. If you have qualified the CTET exam, then you have a competitive edge over them. And if we talk about these reputed schools, they hire teachers for 11th and 12th economics, only those teachers who have qualified the CTET examination. So here also they will be providing you the government pay scale, since you are qualified with CTET and they want the quality. So it's a very, very good option. It's a very, very charming option. The only difference between the two things is that after doing your NET and JRF, you are going to be placed in a university, and after doing B.Ed or cracking these exams, you are going to be placed in a schools. And if you have ample interest in teaching, then I would prefer you to go to this side, B.Ed side. After clearing B.Ed, clear these exams. Okay, but if you feel that no, I want to do some research, or I have a research question in me, then go for PhD. Okay, so it's a very big question that whether you should go for PhD or not. And I guess if you are planning for PhD, then take some break, have some industry exposure, and then come to the PhD, so that you would be knowing that why you want to do it, because it's a very big decision. Okay, so it's all about research and teaching. I guess we all are aware of these opportunities. Now moving ahead to the second sector, second category, that is the corporate jobs. I guess many of us are, we don't know that what kind of a corporate jobs exist in social sciences or in economics. See, whenever you would be clearing your graduation exams, or whenever you would be completing your masters, then you have to apply for various corporate jobs. You have various profiles like finance analyst profile. Second, you have investment banking profiles in economics. Thirdly, you have research analyst profile in economics. Fourthly, you have editorial positions in economics, and the last one is the data analyst, which I always talk about. So let's discuss these one by one. See, the first profile is the financial executive profile or the finance analyst profile. If in MA economics or in graduation you have studied financial economics and you have a little bit of knowledge and you have interest in this domain, that you want to explore finance side, then you should go into it. बट अगर आप इसमें जाना चाहते हैं अगेन, देन आपको क्या करना है, जब भी आप अपनी मास्टर्स कर रहे हैं या जब भी आप अपनी ग्रेजुएशन कर रहे हैं, उसके साथ साथ आपको फाइनेंशियल मॉडलिंग के कुछ कोर्सेज होते हैं, वो आपको करने हैं. देयर आर वेरियस प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं, जैसे कि एनालिटिक्स लैब्स. ये लोग आपको मॉडलिंग, दे विल टीच यू एवरी टाइप ऑफ मॉडलिंग. सो ये लोग प्रोवाइड करते हैं फाइनेंशियल मॉडलिंग के कोर्सेज. आपको वो कोर्स कंप्लीट करनी है, आपको स्किल्स एक्वायर करनी है, एंड देन यू आर रेडी टू गो and apply for these jobs. Second on the list is investment banking profile. Now what are investment banking profile? In investment banking profile, there are companies like HSBC, BNY Mellon, Genpact. So what kind of a profile these having? All these are having the industry research profile, market mapping karna, client acquisition karna, industry research karna. So these kind of activities you would be having. Okay. Sorry. Third on the list is the research analyst profile. Now what is research analyst profile? It is a very deeper profile. See, what happens is, अगर आपने कभी देखा होगा IIT दिल्ली या IIMs या कोई यूनिवर्सिटीज़ भी बहुत सारे पोजीशंस निकालते हैं. जब भी कोई रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट्स आते हैं, वहाँ पर पोजीशंस होते हैं फील्ड इन्वेस्टिगेटर प्लस रिसर्च एनालिस्ट, रिसर्च एसोसिएट, रिसर्च असिस्टेंट. सो दीज यू कैन, आफ्टर कंप्लीटिंग योर मास्टर्स, आप इन जॉब्स के लिए अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, इन पोजीशंस के लिए अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. स्पेशली जब आप रिसर्च असिस्टेंट या रिसर्च एसोसिएट की पोजीशन के लिए अप्लाई कर रहे हैं किसी भी प्रोजेक्ट में, तो उसमें मास्टर्स जो होती है वो प्रेफरेबल होती है. प्लस अगर आपने GRF क्वालिफाई किया है तो वो भी प्रेफरेबल होता है. Okay, now moving on to the fourth position, that is the editorial positions, which not much people are aware of, and I was working into this position as well. So if you would be seeing in the market, there are various positions like editorial associate, proofreader, copywriter, assistant editor, associate editor, with various reputed publishing houses like Taylor and Francis. You might have heard about that, right? So there are various publications like Oswald Publications, Taylor and Francis, Routledge, Rupa Publications. So you always have the opportunity. Once you have completed your MA Economics, you can go there and apply for the assistant editor profile. The only requirement is that they want masters, as well as they want a good command over your subject. Okay, so you must have a good command over your subject. You must have a good writing and grammatical skills. I will be talking more about it in my upcoming videos. So for the fifth and the last one is the data analyst. Data analyst is highly demanded in the market these days, as I have told you in my shorts also. Basically what happens is, in data analyst profile you need to have some econometric skills. Like, you should be very good in econometrics, you should be very good in building models, you should be very good in analyzing various things like war modeling, forecasting, and all these things. So for data analyst also, there are companies like Analytics Labs. They will there is a 6 months course. They'll give you proper training. They'll be giving you real lifetime projects on which you have to work upon, and they will be equipping with you all these skills. ओके, सो अगर आप कॉर्पोरेट जॉब्स में जाना चाहते हैं या फिर आप कॉर्पोरेट जॉब्स में जाने का प्लान कर रहे हैं, देन please be aware. See, whatever jobs I have told you, whether it be financial analyst, data analyst, research analyst, investment banking, or editorial analyst, see, you have to make your CV accordingly. ओके, जब भी आप इन जॉब्स के लिए अप्लाई करेंगे तो आपको अपना CV अकॉर्डिंगली मेंटेन करना है, आपको स्किल्स वैसे ही एक्वायर करने हैं. तो जब भी आप अपनी मास्टर्स कर रहे हैं या जब भी आप अपनी ग्रेजुएशन कर रहे हैं, तो मेक श्योर कीजिए कि आप साइड बाय साइड वैसी स्किल्स एक्वायर करें जिस फील्ड में आप जाना चाहते हैं. सो आफ्टर कॉर्पोरेट जॉब्स यू हैव अनदर कैटेगरी ऑफ गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम्स. अगर आप किसी गवर्नमेंट जॉब के लिए प्रिपेयर करने में इंटरेस्टेड है या कोई गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम देने में इंटरेस्टेड है, तो आप इकोनॉमिक्स में ग्रेजुएशन के बाद या मास्टर्स इन इकोनॉमिक्स के बाद ये जॉब्स हैं जो आप अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. सो लेट्स हैव अ लुक ओवर दैट. द फर्स्ट वन इज़ द SSC CGL. फॉर श्योर आप अपनी ग्रेजुएशन कंप्लीट करने के बाद SSC एग्जाम्स के लिए अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. ज़रूरी नहीं है कि इनके लिए आपकी ग्रेजुएशन इकोनॉमिक्स में ही हो या कॉमर्स में हो, बट आप इकोनॉमिक्स में ग्रेजुएशन करने के बाद SSC के एग्ज़ाम दे सकते हैं. इनमें एक सब्जेक्ट इकोनॉमिक्स का होता है स्टाफ सिलेक्शन कमीशन में. सो यू वुड बी हैविंग अ कमांड ओवर इकोनॉमिक्स. इट वुड बी ग्रेट फॉर यू. Second category is the NABARD category. You all have heard about the NABARD. Basically they recruit for grade B officers, और इनका जो एग्ज़ाम होता है इस solely related to the agricultural economics. So अगर आपने MA Economics करी है जिसमें आपका agricultural economics मेन सब्जेक्ट रहा है, तो आप NABARD के एग्ज़ाम्स के लिए भी अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. आफ्टर NABARD एग्जाम्स देयर आर SEBI एग्जाम्स ऑल्सो. अगर आप फाइनेंस के प्रोफाइल में आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं या आपने फाइनेंशियल इकोनॉमिक्स पढ़ी है, तो प्लीज़ डू अप्लाई फॉर दीज एग्जाम्स. इन एग्जाम्स के लिए प्रिपेयर करें अपने मास्टर्स के बाद 6 मंथ्स देके. आफ्टर दैट यू हैव द एग्जाम फॉर IBPS PO एंड क्लर्क एग्जाम, एज वेल एज SBI PO एंड SBI क्लर्क एग्जाम. सी, IBPS का रिक्रूटमेंट अलग से होता है, स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया का रिक्रूटमेंट अलग से होता है. अगर आपको बैंकिंग के प्रोफाइल में जाना है तो फिर आप PO के लेवल के एग्जाम्स भी दीजिए और क्लरिकल एग्जाम्स भी दीजिए. नाउ आफ्टर IBPS PO एंड SBI PO यू हैव द अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर RBI एग्जाम्स. There is a RBI Grade B Officer exam जो especially DEPR for economics के डिपार्टमेंट में होता है, for economic policy analysis. ये Grade B मैनेजरियल लेवल के एग्जाम्स होते हैं जिनके लिए आप तैयारी कर सकते हैं और अपीयर हो सकते हैं, और ये बहुत ही एक अच्छे लेवल की जॉब्स होती हैं जिनमें आप जा सकते हैं आफ्टर डूइंग MA Economics. और RBI में 2 तरीके के एग्जाम्स होते हैं, एक सिंपल जिसमें आप ग्रेजुएशन करके अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, और एक सोली फॉर इकोनॉमिक्स स्टूडेंट्स के लिए जिन्होंने MA इकोनॉमिक्स के लिए या जिन्होंने मास्टर्स करी है इकोनॉमिक्स में, उनके लिए एक अलग से पेपर होता है. सो प्लीज़ गो थ्रू दैट. शायद अभी फॉर्म्स भी निकले हों, आप फिल कर सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट ऑन द कैटेगरी इज द RRB एग्जाम्स. यू माइट हैव हर्ड अबाउट रीजनल रूरल बैंक्स. रीजनल रूरल बैंक्स में क्या होता है, इट्स रिक्रूटमेंट इज जस्ट लाइक IBPS एंड SBI clerical exam. The only difference is that in regional rural exams you will be placed in some regional or remote areas, okay, and you will be in the banking operation. So after doing MA Economics or BA Economics you can go for this also. And the last but not the least is the UPSC. If you feel that you have the caliber, then you can for sure go for IAS and IES, Indian Economic Services. It might take time, but in case you get this job opportunity, then it's very good. So thanking you. I guess I have covered almost all the job opportunities which exist in the economics field. I hope it will be very very helpful for you. You might have got some new insights that what kind of jobs are available in the market. What I would suggest is that कि अपने आप को प्रिपेयर करिए, जब से आप ग्रेजुएशन कर रहे हैं या मास्टर्स कर रहे हैं, साथ साथ ही अपने आप को जॉब्स के लिए प्रिपेयर करिए. Don't wait that once your graduation will be completed, then you will start preparing, or once your masters will be completed, then you will start preparing. Don't wait for that. It's a high time, guys. Please be skill oriented, please be industry oriented. It's very very important. If you are not able to understand that in which direction you should go or what should you pursue, then please do take career counseling. It's so in case you feel stuck at any point or at any step, then you can take the career counseling session from us. We also do provide career counseling session. We have two kinds of session, one for research and PhD candidates who are stuck with their synopsis or with something else, and the other one is for the graduates or for the students or for parents who feel that they want some career advice or career counseling for their child. We have a very basic minimal charge. Details are mentioned at our website in the channel at about section. You can WhatsApp us on the number given below and the charges will be mentioned to you. So thank you very much.